Hey guys, it's Riley, or else Thrifted, over on Instagram and Poshmark, and today is Friday, which means it's Last Chance sale day, so we're gonna go to Last Chance. Last Chance has become very popular over the years, but if you don't know what it is like a Nordstrom liquidation center store, and I think that there's only two in the US or world, Phoenix and Chicago. I'm in Chicago. They're both in malls, I believe. So we're headed to the mall to Last Chance to maybe find some sale tags. I have some specific things I'm looking for, and I'm hoping not to spend too much because I'm doing really good with my thrifting budget for the month, so I don't want to totally go crazy and mess that up. So hopefully I can keep it under $150, 100, I don't know, because my bank account's looking pretty heavy right now, and I don't want to wipe it out with I shouldn't say wipe it out. I don't want to come in with a $500 charge and mess that up. Alrighty, so I'm like 15 minutes away, so let's head out. Alrighty, we're here. I'm bringing a reusable bag with me, which I never do, but I have like literally 50 Last Chance bags in my basement. Ugh, parking. It's literally like going to the bins. People get here really early. It's crazy on Fridays. Like if you come on a Wednesday, the parking is not like this. Okay, here we go. The entrance. Welcome to the voiceover. The first thing I do when I get to Last Chance is check the whiteboard for the sale, and today we're looking for blue tags, which are 80% off, but also all dresses were 30% off, and that never happened. My death pile of clothing is actually running out, so I should be looking for clothes today, but I didn't. I got more shoes, which I don't need. Here's your first blue tag, and oh my gosh, do you think you know what this is? Because I thought I knew. I thought it was Reformation, and guess what? Leaf, that Nordstrom house brand, tricked us. Okay, here we are going into the shoes, looking for those blue tags. Found one just sticking out. It's Stuart Weitzman, and so these would have been close to $20. They always price Stuart Weitzman kind of high just for resale, so they're always left over on blue tag days, or I shouldn't say blue tag, 80% off days. So what I'm trying to say is usually the resellers pass on them, and I'm assuming what happens to them after is they go to a liquidator, and then you might see a reseller unboxing shoes that have Last Chance tags on them, and they get Stuart Weitzman because nobody wanted to pay $20 for a pair of Stuart Weitzman shoes. That's the process. So here we finally come across our first pair of blue tag shoes, and they're a pair of Jeffrey Campbell heels. And normally these are something I would pick up, but when I was sorting through my cart later, I decided to leave them behind for reasons I'll get to later. I loved these Jeffrey Campbell shoes. I love the tacky Jeffrey Campbell shoes with the butterflies on them. I wish those were on sale so I could sell them, but they weren't, so I had to leave them behind. And I will drop a lot of shoes in this video. Last Chance is very unorganized, especially when it comes to the shoes. Oh look, here's another pair of Stuart Weitzman that I'm going to leave behind, and I'm assuming every other reseller is. Anyway, they're pretty unorganized. Shoes are everywhere. They're always falling. Oh my god, I thought that was Dolce & Gabbana, and I got really excited for a second, but it wasn't. Shoes are unorganized. I always drop them. I always pick them up and stick them back in. A lot of people don't, and that's pretty rude because then it makes it hard to push carts through the aisles, and then shoes get ruined because people are running over them, and yes, it's awful. As you saw, I passed on those flawed Franco Sarto shoes because they were flawed, and a lot of shoes and other items are flawed at Last Chance, so it's just something you gotta look out for. And here I find a single birdie for $23, and I would have checked comps on these if I had both, but just like the bins, you will often find singles at Last Chance because shoes get separated, and it's sad. It sounds like I'm complaining a lot about Last Chance, but you know, just like the thrift store or the bins, there's problems, but I'm not going to stop shopping there because it's awesome. I was trying to film a thumbnail here and it didn't work with the people in the background, so I moved on, and you'll see me trying to film that same thumbnail again later. I loved these shoes. I wish I had a reason to get them. They weren't even my size, but again, I like these tacky, crazy shoes. I found this sandal brand, or I don't know if it's a sandal brand, shoe brand I'd never heard of before, and I decided to look it up, and comps look good. I'll throw them up on the screen here, and I also found these blue tag Sam Edelman boots. These should sell for $40 to $50 in the right season. I actually found a decent amount of boots on sale, which makes sense since we're going into summer. And, you know, people shopping for themselves aren't shopping for boots, and a lot of resellers aren't shopping for boots. But actually, I pick up a lot of boots in the spring and summer at the bins and at Last Chance, and then they all start selling in August, and it's fantastic. I found these Alexander McQueen shoes, and if you don't know anything about me, I'm terrified of designer stuff like this, so I don't check comps. I don't really care. I could have made a $100 profit. I don't know. Scares me, so I don't deal with it unless I get it super cheap, and then I'll try to do the research and figure something out. I'm trying to take this thumbnail picture again, and it's just not working, and as you probably saw, I did not use this as a thumbnail, but I usually forget to take thumbnails, so a plus to me for actually remembering. Here's a pair of sale shoes that I put in my cart but didn't end up buying because I was buying too many shoes for the hundreds of shoes in my basement that I need to list. I've said this before in many a video, Jeffrey Campbell is my favorite personal shoe brand, and hey, it sells pretty well too, so I liked those, but they weren't on sale. And Last Chance, I've said this before, oh, blue tag, I actually did end up leaving these behind, mainly because of the logo. I feel like people aren't looking for Sam Edelman logo to show off. Anyway, Last Chance is a lot of flipping shoes over and checking to see if there's a sale tag. I mean, that's the way I do it at least. I don't know how other people do it. I just flip all the shoes over and I'm like, blue tag, blue tag, blue tag. So as you can see, we're spending a lot of time in the shoe section for someone who is not supposed to be buying shoes because she has too many to list. Those were cute, not on sale, but they were $13. These were Tory Burch. I was trying to figure it out. That's why I spent some time on here. There are a lot of Tory Burch shoes at Last Chance, but I often don't get them on sale. I liked these Steve Madden, but they were flawed. They were missing an ankle strap, so that was a bummer. I turned my head and spotted these green shoes, and they were speaking to me, so I had to go investigate, find out what they were, and they were Badgley Bishka, which often kind of looks like it could be Manolo Blahnik, and then I saw a blue tag sticking out. Oh, those weren't on sale, so I didn't pick them up. I'm like, these look like nice leather boots. What are they? And they're Nordstrom brand, and I've actually never picked up or sold the Nordstrom brand before, and I just didn't feel like starting today because I have too many shoes to list. I'm sure, honestly, you could probably get at least a $30 profit, I don't know, $30 sale price on those. I did find this blue tag, and it was the brand Blondo, which can do okay, but I only found a single. So I'd have to go searching for the second one, and honestly, it sometimes feels easier. Actually, you know what? I think it is easier to find singles at the bins than it is to find singles at Last Chance. I've had luck selling the Steve Madden style before, so I stuck it in my cart to pick those up, but I actually passed because of the condition on the leather on one of the shoes. I would have, if I needed inventory, I would have picked those up because leather conditioner would have fixed it up, but I needed to pass on some shoes, so I passed on those. I did grab these Vince Camuto boots. Vince Camuto does well for me in shoes, and I say this every single time. I think they need to change their logo, and I'm going to say it until they update their logo because it's so freaking ugly. Thumbnail time again, and I think this is what I used for the thumbnail. I haven't made it yet, so that's why I say I think. Here we are, flipping over more shoes, and a blue tag. I was a little surprised. Honestly, it takes hundreds of shoes to probably flip over to get the 30 pairs I leave with if I'm lucky. I mean, some days are better than others, and I was honestly hoping this would be a bad shoe day because I didn't need to buy shoes, but I can't say no because I love selling shoes, especially shoes from Last Chance. They always do well for me. I knew these weren't on sale. They're Farm Rio shoes. I just wanted to show you guys the Farm Rio shoes. There's the logo. They end up at Last Chance sometimes. I guess they're sold at Nordstrom. Yeah, because they're closed sometimes, end up at Last Chance as well. I have only ever picked up one pair of Farm Rio shoes and on a sale day, and they have not yet sold. Again, just flipping over more shoes, looking for tags. If you see shoes that don't have a price tag on them, Last Chance won't sell them to you. And it happens sometimes with shoes. The stickers fall off, get stuck on other things. I don't know. It happens a lot with clothes, which is a bummer because I will often come across a piece I want to buy and I can't because it's not tagged. My dad loves the Olakai shoe brand, so anytime I see him at Last Chance, I check to see if they are his size, and they never are. I feel bad for him. But he actually just bought a pair on Poshmark, and they shipped in like one day, and he was so happy, and he loved them, and he put them on right away, and it was really cute. So I actually turned the camera on here to show you guys how rude people are. Someone literally stuck their orange peel in a shoe, and I threw it on the ground. Maybe that was bad. There's not trash cans though, but I thought it was better on the ground than in the shoe. And guess what? They stuck it in a birdie shoe that was on sale for 80% off, but it was a single birdie, so that was a bummer. The 80% off Tory shoe I just showed you was also a single, and I never came across the match. That was a quick overview of what my cart's looking like, and we don't want it to be looking like that because I can't buy any more shoes, as I've said, but I bought the shoes. These were interesting. Sam Edelman Circus. They redid their logo. It's still Sam Edelman Circus, but it looks different. And honestly, I've had some luck selling this new Sam Edelman Circus logo. I would have loved the match to that Steve Madden clog, but there was not a single around, and I just figured I was never going to find it. Here are some Balenciaga shoes, and I had a feeling these were not going to be cheap enough for me to buy, and I was right. They were $475, and I was not doing the research to see if that was worth it. I don't think it probably would have been though, but I did find something in my comfort zone above. It is this pair of Vince Camuto tall boots, and I've had luck with Vince Camuto tall boots, tall leather boots, I should say, selling for usually above $50. So I did grab those for $10 because that will be a pretty nice profit. Likely when fall rolls around, but I'll hang on to them even though I don't have the space for a 30-ish dollar profit is what I'm assuming. Oh, should I show you that guy because he was totally 100% a reseller? Because, oh, there he is again. I was really trying to get some footage. He had lots of blue tags in his cart and lots of shoes, and that's what I look like when I walk around the store. And I kind of wonder what people who don't know anything about resellers think. Like, do they just think I have a shopping addiction? I do, but I at least sell the stuff. I found these on sale Sam Edelman heels and I passed on them because of the wear and the price. And I actually have a few pair of this style sitting around. So I'm going to pass on it for a little bit until I start moving some of those because I'm assuming I even have a couple on my death pile that are not yet photographed and listed. So yes, I am passing on that Sam Edelman style. It's called like the Kit and there's another one that's similar. We're waiting for those to see if they will sell. Here's a look at my cart. I actually found someone's like pile of blue tags that they passed on. I'm assuming a reseller. I loved these Franco Sardo ones, but there was some water damage. I'm assuming that's what that was if you saw it on there. This was in their pile. I passed on these Vince Camuto just because they seemed like an older style. If they were at the bins, I would have grabbed them because I'm sure someone's looking for them, but not for $5-ish. Again, I stuck these ones in my cart, but I did pass on both of those. So, what I'm hearing myself say is this reseller did a good job sorting the shoes since I passed on their passes. Although, again, if I needed shoes, I probably would have bought these two Sam Edelman ones that I stuck in my cart because they weren't awful shoes. They were just potentially slower sellers. Guys, you are never going to believe what you're about to see. I found the match to the orange peel birdies just sitting there. I was like, no freaking way. So I stuck that in my cart and had to run and go grab the other one and reunite them so I could bring them home and sell them. And I don't know what comps are, but I knew it was worth paying $4 for them because that's what they were, $4.20. Found these Tory Burch shoes. Again, there's always lots of funky, cool Tory Burch shoes, but pretty much never on sale. I saw this shoe on the ground and I had to show you guys. It is an Alexander McQueen heel and it is on sale. Guess what? For the second time, because last month or whenever blue tags were on sale last, they were on sale and nobody bought them then, and I don't know, maybe someone will buy them now, but I didn't. And there was actually another pair of Alexander McQueen heels that were also still on sale, but those ones were missing the straps. And the pink ones, if you're wondering why I didn't buy them for like 40 whatever dollars, it's because there were some marks on them and I don't want to spend 40 whatever dollars on Alexander McQueen with marks. And their designer shoes, which we already talked about. Don't love designer. Anyway, now we're moving on to the dresses. At this point, I'm like, oh man, I can't buy that much because I'm probably already over what I wanted to spend with all these shoes in my cart. But dresses were 30% off, and I like selling formal wear, so I had to go check the dresses. The main brand I'm looking for is McDougal, and that is a great formal wear bolo brand to know. And I've recently had a lot of luck selling McDougal dresses, but it recently has been prom season, so that definitely helps. I found this one here, and so I'm just showing you quickly, like me going over the dress, especially the heavily beaded gowns. You want to make sure that enough of the beading is there that you want to sell it. Like I sell flawed dresses, McDougal dresses with flawed beading all the time, but I'd say maybe 5% of the beading is missing and it's not obvious. So that's what I'm checking for here. But then I found a stain in kind of like a weird spot, like on these pockets. It kind of looked like it could be someone's makeup or self-tanner. I'm assuming that's what it was, but also weird because it still had that like sensor return tag thing on it. I don't know. Weird stuff ends up at Last Chance. So I stuck that one back because it was like $90 and flawed. And honestly, I probably wouldn't have even picked that up for $20 if it was 80% off because I don't know how to repair the stains. Like, I don't know if that can get dry cleaned out. This is a La Femme dress, which is another good formal wear brand, although I picked up a bunch of La Femme dresses and they didn't sell for prom season, so that was kind of a bummer. Anyway, this one I would have picked up if it was on sale because it was plus size, but it was not on sale and it was $75, and I would think I could sell that for like around $130, so I passed. Here I pulled out another La Femme dress, McDougal dress, and I liked this one. I stuck it in my cart and really heavily considered getting it, but I ended up passing on it. It's just not my favorite style, and it's definitely more of a prom dress, I'd say, and we're getting out of that prom season, and I had other dresses I liked more, so I ended up passing on this one. I found this McDougal dress and I loved this McDougal dress and I really even considered buying it with the runs on the bodice, but I didn't. Maybe if it was 80% off. Oh, and guess what? The dresses were actually the 80% off plus the additional 30% off dresses, so that was cool because I didn't know that. Oh, there's also a spot. Here's what my cart is looking like with shoes and formal wear, and I found this McDougal dress, which was 80% off, and then the additional 30% off, so that was cool. I would not have picked up this dress if it was not on sale because of the flaws to the beading. It's more of a flaw rate than that 5% that I just talked about, but I figured that I could make it look nicer and sell it just at a lower price. Quick pop in, I'm editing and I just wanted to show you Olive because for some reason she's just staring at me while I'm editing. That's all. I wanted to point out this Elodie tag. I started seeing it pop up at Last Chance, maybe within the last year, and so I assumed it was a Nordstrom Rack brand, and then I saw somebody haul an old Elodie piece, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't connect it. It is a Nordstrom Rack brand, and it's an old one, and it used to have like a pink little heart in the eye, and they rebranded, and their styles are different, and the logo is different, and I think it's a good rebrand because that was a really freaking ugly tag. Now it's like trendy. Anyway, that's what I'm talking about, Vince Camuto. You need to do that too. Okay. So I wouldn't pick it up still. I mean, you can check comps and stuff if you find it, but it's still a Nordstrom Rack brand. Finally, I decide it's time to sort my cart because I know if I keep shopping, I'm just going to keep adding things to my cart and keep buying. And guess what? While I was on the way to get a cart to sort, I found another McDougal formal wear dress. So here I am getting ready to sort, and I'm going to show you how I do that. I always try to find a big space where nobody is so I can hang things up and look through them, especially with formal wear. So if you see these yellow pieces of tape, this is what Nordstrom does when they're like liquidating stuff out. They mark the flaws, the reason it wasn't selling, like they couldn't sell it in stores, and so I always check those. And this also had a flaw here, but that's something easily I can fix, and so that was worth it. Now I'm checking this dress over, another McDougal dress, and there are some very light marks on the front, but so faint that really I didn't care about them, and I know there's a person out there who also won't care about them, so I did end up grabbing this McDougal dress as well. And remember guys, these were all 30% off, which is why I went crazy with the McDougal formal wear. So I did pay up for these. Like, I don't think anything was under $40, but for me it's totally worth it, even if I have to sit on them for a while. Also, if you saw that tag said like Aina for McDougal, I don't know how to say it. I believe that's like, oh, that one says it too, like a diffusion line. But the thing is, like, I don't know for sure because those dresses still retail for hundreds of dollars. So I don't know if it's a diffusion or if it's just like a specific line, like maybe trendier within the brand. I don't know, but I don't care because they still sell for hundreds of dollars. My only Reformation find of the day, and I passed and didn't even check comps because I figured they wanted too much for them, and Reformation jeans usually aren't worth paying up for, like I'd say more than $20. I sorted my shoes, and these are the go backs. When I'm sorting shoes, I'm really looking for flaws, mismatched sizes, and two right or two left feet because that does happen at Last Chance. So these are my go backs, and that is the end of the thrift with me. Alright guys, here's my haul. I failed. I spent like freaking $650 and I wanted to spend $150. So I guess I'll go back to my house and do like a quick haul for you guys. I've been at Last Chance for around 3 hours and I have a whole car payment, expensive car payment in the back of my car. So hopefully after I can sell it, I can make like 5 car payments. I was actually supposed to meet somebody for a dog walking job at 2, but they canceled. And I will go over to their house, I guess, tomorrow to meet them. So now I'm just headed back to my house and I guess I'm thinking I'll do a little haul for you guys. I mean, you saw a lot of what I picked up, so maybe just like a quick run through, not too many descriptions. Also, I got hit on by a guy who's definitely like my dad's age, because he told me he had a daughter about my age. He asked me if I would play pickleball with him, and I said, no thanks, I think I'm gonna stick to volleyball, so love that. Guess who's outside? It's Olive! Olive's outside! Did Dad forget you outside? Oh, look at your pretty rainbow color. Oh, so pretty. Pretty princess. Yes! I was actually gonna bring Olive outside while I showed you guys some of what I picked up, but she's already out here. She's already out here. Okay, so I don't really want to film like an entire haul bending over like this using my car as a camera stand. So I think I'm just going to show you some of the stuff I got, because I mean, you saw a lot of it anyway while I was filming while thrifting. So I think this bag I have right here, some of the McDougal dresses I grabbed. So I'm just going to show you them really quick in case I don't even film everything. Okay, so the first one, this is honestly, it's one of the more basic ones, but probably one of the better ones I got, because since we're kind of going out of prom season, this is better as a mother of the bride, kind of, you know, just more mature for formal events. Because while I personally, did I say, yeah, formal events, I personally enjoy the prom ones more. I mean, we're kind of out of that prom season now. End of April is when I'm filming. Dang it, sorry for the crotch shot. Oh, can you see Olive? No, you can't. She wants to be in the video too. Olive juice. Oh, you are such a princess. Such a princess. Okay. I mean, I guess you could sit down and film it, but I'm not going to. Okay. Of course, I dropped the bag on the ground. Like, it fell out. So some of these now have outside dirt on them. Okay, this one was one of the ones I was like considering not getting. Oh, I mean, I know I said this in the voiceover, but all of these were 30% off, which is the main reason I went insane and spent too much money. This would have been a great prom style. I feel like this is exactly what the girlies were wearing this year. Like at my sister's prom pictures, a lot of them had this style dress, which I actually, one of my sister's friends got one of the really popular McDougal styles. So I actually posted that on my Instagram with her permission, a picture of her in it. Okay, this is flawed, but I got it for, it was the blue tag, so 80% off plus an extra 30, so I think it was $15. McDougal dress. It's very pretty. It's like, I think, oh, it's a gown. I didn't think it was a gown. I thought it was too short to be a gown. I can't exactly tell how this goes. Like, it looks like it's supposed to be off the shoulder, but I just love the buttons, and I mean, the beading on this is beautiful and it's shimmery, so I'm going to do what I can to fix the beading and then sell it just for a lower price since it's flawed. Okay, this was one of the ones that was 80% off and then an extra 30, so that was great because I didn't think it was going to stack like that. This is a La Femme dress, and I think I've sold this style, or at least a really similar one before, where the back is strappy, and I did not sell a single La Femme dress this prom season, and I actually kind of picked up a few thinking they'd sell for prom, and they didn't, so that's a bummer, but hopefully someone going somewhere formal will want some La Femme dresses, since I have, I don't know, over 5. Okay, I grabbed this Eliza J dress for like $6-ish. It's just black lace. Eliza J used to do better for me than it does now, but I figured $25 to $35 in that range, I'll grab it. I grabbed 2 things for my sister, and here's another one of the, okay, this is another La Femme dress, and it was 80% off plus 30% off. And it is one of the more mature, less prom style gowns, so better for weddings, mother of the bride, anything more mature you'd wear a formal gown for. So this is probably one of the better pickups since it wasn't a prom style dress. This is one of the other ones I was considering not getting because I don't know, but it was 30% off, so I had to get it. And it's McDougal. I feel like this is, again, another more mature one. You could wear this to a wedding, probably, or prom. It could work for prom. The wind is blowing it. But the reason I wasn't sure if I wanted to get it is because, now, this pleating, I don't know if you'll be able to see in this light. See, I'm pretty sure this is stitched down to hold the pleating, but it almost looks like a flaw, and I could not find a stock photo of the style yet to double check. So hopefully it's not a flaw. There are some runs in the fabric though, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll sell it still. Stick chewing ASMR. Okay, that's it for this video. I'm not gonna haul any of the rest of the stuff. That's it for this video. I'm not gonna haul any of the rest of the stuff because you saw most of it. You saw what I put back and didn't buy, It is just so much, and I'm mad at myself for spending $630. I blame it on the McDougal dresses. Olive's mad at me because now she can't get treats. Just kidding. All my money goes to Olive. And all she wants to do is chew on sticks. We get Bark Box and you just want to chew sticks, you stinker butt. Although, look at these pretty collars. These are the most amazing collars. Okay. Ow, you're on my hair. That's it. I'm probably gonna leave this stuff in my car for a while because I'm ashamed that I spent so much money when I was like, I'm gonna spend $150. Guess what? I didn't. That's why I haven't gone to Last Chance in a few. That's why I haven't gone to Last Chance in a few weeks. Okay, so I'm gonna go try and get some work done and take this one on a walk later with my friend. Yes, you stinky pop. That's what I call her. She's my stinky pop. If you think Olive's cute, give this video a thumbs up. And if you don't, you're mean because she's the most adorable dog in the world. If you want to see another Last Chance video, let me know. Leave it in a comment down below. I'll probably do another one eventually. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.